Hey everybody, Aaron here from the Cool Guys Nation, and welcome to another episode of I Should Be Painting. Today, we're going to be doing the worst thing that you could possibly do to make progress on your current open projects, and that is, we are going to open up new miniatures. That's right, we're going to be taking a look at the Games Workshop release of the Battlezone Manufactorum. We're going to go through this, see what's inside, see what the sprues look like, and then also we are going to take a quick look at the data cards that go along with the new terrain for Warhammer 40,000. Let's get to it. Don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that bell button so you never miss an update. As some of you may know, we are giving away the Indominus box set, plus the new Necron Codex and the new Space Marine Codex when we reach 8,000 subscribers. And we are so close, we are less than 75 subscribers away. So if you have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, not just because you love us, but also because you want to win stuff. We are going to start with the terrain data sheet cards. Now, of course, anytime you have rules that require bookkeeping, it's always nice that they make something to help keep track of that bookkeeping. Comes with a piece of garbage. And obviously it's a reusable sleeve. Tactical terrain data sheets. Storage fane. Sub-cloister, engine shed, sanctum administratus, autocoral transmitter, thermal exchanger shine, thermopipes, conservators, Manufactorum armored containers. Then we have terrain data sheets, storage fan, sub-cloister, same things. Okay, so we have both data sheets and tactical terrain data. And then we have Battlezone Manufactorum, Theater of War. If you're fighting an open player narrative play in the Battlezone Manufactorum Battlezone, you can also generate a Theater of War for your battle to take place in. To do so, either agree with your opponent which of the additional rules on this table below you wish to use, or one player can roll a d6 and consult. So that's kind of cool. You can add some more flavor to your games if you need. Also gives you a crusade battle that you can play with. But taking a closer look at the cards, what you're going to find is that on one side of the card, it's going to tell you how many points, so 40 terrain points. It's going to give you a picture of what it looks like. A top-down view. It's also going to designate the amount of area terrain that it is. And then when you flip it over, it's going to give you the terrain rules. So breachable, defensible, light coverable, scalable. And then it gives you a special ability. In this one, it's ammunition storage. So it looks like it's going to give you all the keywords, but it's not going to define it. So that's kind of annoying. But I guess that means that when you're putting together your terrain, you need to make it so that it matches, I guess. This one says 60 terrain points. The other confusing thing is that this doesn't have, like, it doesn't say it's 6 inches by 9 inches or anything. Interesting. So I guess I'm a little bummed that I'm still gonna have to either memorize breachable, defensible, light cover, obscure, scalable, and then on top of it, I'm gonna have to remember the extra abilities that come with each one of these. So again, picture on the thing. Oh, look, it even shows you where a pipeway can fit. Inspiring, obscuring, unstable position. So each one has like a special ability plus their normal abilities along with a terrain point, which is kind of cool. Thermopipes. I assume that these are different than Promethean pipes, I guess. These are the new pipes. Each time an enemy unit ends a charge move touching the thermal coil regulator pipe section and within 2 inches of a unit from your army, roll 1d6 on a 4+, that enemy unit suffers d3 mortal wounds. Conservators, oh, it's the cute little tanky tanks. Auto repair. At the end of your movement phase, you can select one vehicle model from your army that's within 1 inch of the servo hauler and servo welder to be repaired. Oh, that's cool. That's actually kind of neat that these are like little Build-A-Bears. Again, so I don't entirely understand how you are supposed to know how to build these and how big they are. I guess you kind of build them the best you can and then assign them. So terrain data sheet. These have the narrative play rules, which adds a whole nother section, but still does not define the terrain traits. You're still gonna have to have the core rulebook for that. So all of the terrain data sheets are for narrative play, and all the other ones are for competitive play, or I guess match play, and then you also get some extra fun stuff to do. So that's the data cards. Personally, I think there's a lot of rules, and now there's even more rules, but I guess it's better to have the cards than not have the cards. So I'm glad I picked that up. Now for the big boy. We are going to be taking a look at the Battlezone Manufactorum, which honestly, I guess if you're brand new to 40K or if you have absolutely no terrain, it might be a good thing to pick up, but it seems so similar to Promethean Pipes and the Chapel. Here's the book. Ooh, I really like that they've added this yellow part for where everything's going to be touching. That's nice. They're telling you that you're going to make 2 of those and 2 of those and 2 of those. There might be some weird order of operation things that they typically have, but overall it looks pretty good. And then I assume that everything inside of this, if you build it properly, will match your cards. So there's that. Let's take a look at the sprues. Okay, sprues look really nice. I have a pipe here, so it's definitely the same size and scale as the pipes in the past. Very similar feel, so it should be pretty easy to match them up. Then we have a sprue of generators, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sprues of buildings. These also look to be of a very similar scale as to the old church. Measuring. Just under 15, of course, by 11 1/4. Weird. It's so weird. Oh, look, mine's damaged. Let's just assume that I damaged that. It didn't come that way. But, well, you know, that's what you get with cardboard. So inside of the box, we have the red side and the black side, and I believe this is patrol detachment. And then, of course, you get a second set, which you can put together for a larger game. And let's see what it measures. So under 30 by 22 5/16. I know it matches the Kill Team boards. It's just interesting that they have these new rules where they give like the game sizes in whole inches, but then the boards that they make are not. But again, you get 2 of these, so you can actually cover a pretty good size game. They're really pretty. They're nice. They're easy to store. Fantastic way to start playing your game. I would not buy these without the box set, but I am definitely happy that I got them. So we can just set these side by side so you can see the two different colors. There you go. We got the red and the black. And that is what is inside our Warhammer 40,000 Battlezone Manufactorum. Overall impressions, pretty cool, gotta say. Not quite different enough for me. I mean, I already own a ton a ton of Promethean pipes. If you want to see how I made my Promethean pipes actually smoke, go ahead and check that video out here. And there's already like 2 different types of Promethean pipes. There's like the original Promethean pipes, and then there was the new Promethean pipes, and now there's the new Promethean pipes. I also own a bunch of the Citadels. I have one that is fully put together. I have one that is ready to be painted. I have one that I bought at auction that's on a base. So it just seems to be a repeat of the pretty traditional 40K terrain. Obviously, we don't have like the Bastion type model yet, but I wish that they were doing more Xenos terrain. Like, I wish this was all Necron terrain instead of Space Marine terrain. So if you are brand new to the game, or if you own no terrain, I would recommend picking this up, because having terrain is great. But if you are a longtime player of 40K and you already have a drawer full of Promethean pipes and you already have a cathedral, I don't know if this is really for you. I think it would have been much cooler if it was all Necron terrain instead of Space Marine terrain. But with that said, let's move on over to the computer and take a look at the 3 projects that have brought me great inspiration this week. And as always, that's for the end. Oops. Well, here we are taking a look at my 3 most inspiring projects from this week, and we are starting out with Jesper, who made some absolutely amazing scatter terrain that I checked out in the Star Wars Legion unofficial page. He is also in the Terrain Tutors Facebook page. Both of those are Facebook pages, by the way. I don't know if I said that. I really like this scatter terrain, and there's a couple reasons why. I'll tell you them. 1, they're the right scale for a scatter terrain. As you can see, he's put a little Stormy Trooper here. It's a little bit bigger than a model, but it also fits the theme, and then he has done a lot of detail on them that really make it an immersive, nice piece of scatter terrain. So these look like some fun little engines, maybe even engines from, I don't know, like a speeder or something. I'm sure he knows what it is. Yep. They're very pretty, but then here, check this out, like the blankets put over it that are kind of draping off. It's so much fun. It's so lively. It brings character and it brings story to your board, and that is what that's what these miniatures are all about. It's all about creating narrative and creating story. It's not just about painting little guys. It's also about why and where and how. And yeah, it might be as simple as why. Well, because Empire needs to die. And where? Well, Jakku, obviously, because that's where all the garbage is. But creating pieces of scatter terrain that in and of themselves tell a little bit of a story is fantastic. And these have been expertly done. Particularly the blankets. I want your blanket secret. So message me later and give me your blanket secret. One more picture. Awesome close-up of these pipes. Fantastic. Next, we are going over to Instagram and we are taking a look at James Southernwood. And I originally saw this on Facebook. Specifically, I saw this beautiful, beautiful Necron. My goodness. This is a Plasmancer. And the sword, wow, and like right here, this white line, it's amazing. It's very, very inspiring stuff. The base is very pretty too, just a little bit hint of snow. This is a masterfully painted Necron. For all of you who are working on your Necrons, if you are looking for Necron inspiration, look no further than James Southernwood. I'm going to give him a follow right now, and so should you. By the way, I got 9 hearts right now, but I'm going to take a look at those 9 hearts later because we have other things to do. Lastly, we are going to Blackgyre Producitons, and originally I was going to show his paint job on Daredevil. Now, if you are part of any of the Facebook Marvel Crisis Protocol groups, then you have already seen his Daredevil, but when I was talking to him, he told me that he had a YouTube channel, and I want to feature this YouTube channel for 2 reasons. 1, because it's awesome, but 2, if you are looking for Marvel Crisis Protocol battle reports, yeah, I know, CGN used to do them, and we haven't been able to do them because I am still in quarantine because I have an autoimmune disorder. So I don't know when I'm going to be able to do more battle reports. So if you need to get your battle report fix specifically for Marvel Crisis Protocol, I recommend Blackgyre Productions. I'm going to give them a subscribe right now, and so should you. Oh, and if you want to feature me on your feature channel, I'm not calling you out any or anything, but I mean, you could put it there. That'd be nice. That'd be awesome. Well, those are the 3 projects that are most inspiring to me. I guess the third one technically isn't a project, though it was a project that led me here. As always, thank you so much for watching our videos. If you've made it all the way to the end and you are not a subscriber, you should subscribe. You should help us out. Not just because you know that it's going to help us get to that 8,000 subscriber mark where we can give away our Indominus box set along with the Necron and Space Marine Codex, but also because you must like our content if you made it all the way to the end. So until next time, remember, we'll see you on the table.